Alright, Awesome Bach here with another battle report. This one is between my same Dark Elf list as previously in the Lizardman battle report, but this time I'm versing the High Elves. And this is, first pitch here, this is after the Vanguard and it's Dark Elf's turn 1. But my list is completely the same as last time. I have 5 Dark Riders, 5 Warlocks, 25 Executioners with a Master, 14 Crossbowmen, and level 2 Sorceress. And my opponent has, going left to right, a unit of Spearmen, which is 20 strong with full command, a unit of 15 White Lions with full command, a unit of 15 Phoenix Guard with full command. Behind that rock there, you can kind of see the staff. It's a level 2 Wizard with Laurel Light. And another unit of 25 Spearmen. Not 25, 20, sorry. And after Vanguard, I also had marched up my Dark Riders up on his flank there. And I kept my Doomfire Warlocks back far enough so that way you don't get burnt with a long charge this time. And I figured he is still within range of Doombolt. So, there's a close-up there. I ended up shooting at him and killing one. And I shot over here, which was a long one, near the 6 is the hit, and I miraculously ended up killing 4 of them. Then High Elves turn 1, so he turns to face my Dark Riders, and he's trying to bring his Spearmen out away so that way they just don't keep marching up the board and getting shot. Otherwise, he did cast Protection, not Protection, Speed of Light and Laurel Light, and he's been doing the large one, so everyone's getting Weapon Skill 10 and Initiative 10. So when it comes to my turn, I just decide, hey, you know what, I'll dance around, and I'll just take some more pop shots at these Spearmen, try to make them, combat ineffective, and measured it out and made sure it's still a long charge for his Spearmen on the right to actually hit the Dark Riders. Otherwise, I cast Doombolt, I believe, or Soulblight. I casted something with the Warlocks, and they miscast and ended up killing one of them. Otherwise, I just move up slightly and march up. Well, move up slightly with my Executioners and marched up with my Crossbowmen, so that way they can get back in range and be able to take some shots, so they're not last game. High Elf's turn 2. He saw the charge and realized, I think he needed an 11 to reach with the rightmost Spearman unit. So he didn't charge there, and he just moved his Spearman to face me again. And yeah, he's been casting his Speed of Light constantly. So I just move up more not really aggressively, but just move up a little bit more, making sure it's still a long charge with the Executioners, because I figure I still have range on him. Because he only has, his other spell is Banishment, so he only has one ranged spell for any ranged attacks, no missile fire or anything, so still waiting for him to come to me and taking some more shots. I was able to hit Doombolt off, just the standard 2d6 one, and I was able to kill a total of 5 of the White Lions, and they passed their panic test. And yes, so there's another picture. You can't really see on the left side there. In the middle of the screen, that's the Doomfire Warlocks, and the upper left, sorry, is the Dark Riders. In hindsight now, I should move them back a little bit more. I was trying to, pull those Spearmen off to the side. Figured I'd get some, stand and shoot, which ended up being too close. But I figured I'd get stand and shoot, maybe pick off 1 or 2 more, and then in combat, do maybe a wound or 2, get him down. And I figured I'd lose combat and run, but I figured my Warlocks would flank charge him and annihilate that unit. But that didn't go according to plan, as you'll see. So he ends up charging. He was too close, so I couldn't get stand and shoot, and ended up fleeing. And when the unit fled, the Doomfire Warlocks fled too. So his unit's just sitting out there, and one Dark Rider, so chances are he's not going to rally, and I don't believe he does. But the Warlocks rally, and they're sitting back there. And the White Lions are getting picked on. I believe it's a combination of some magic and crossbow fire. Otherwise, he attempts to make a charge with the White Lions and the Phoenix Guard at the Executioners. But when he rolls double ones for the Phoenix Guard, and he gets the Executioners in, which is not what he really wanted. He would have rather had just the Phoenix Guard come in if it was only one unit, because White Lions are 7 strong, and they're pretty much depleted. Yep, so after combat, he kills off some of my guys, I think a total of 5, and I ended up wiping out the whole unit with my attacks. Otherwise, the Doomfire Warlocks ended up charging him in. I was kind of like, I can't really run around to the side or anything, but looking at it with hindsight, I should have just moved back a little bit, because if he did charge, he would have got a front charge on the Executioners, not a flank, and that was a battle that I feel the Executioners potentially might win, not really that much. I think the Master would be the one who'd push it over the edge in my favor, and I could have probably tried casting another Doom Bolt, but magic phases have been extremely poor. I rolled double ones for one magic phase and generating like 3s or 4s for power dice, so magic hasn't really been that effective in this game. So I decided just to try to win it in combat. Yeah, and he wiped all of them out. And he's going first too because he has his Speed of Light spell up, so he's got his initiative 10. Otherwise, he was able to get both the Spearman and the Phoenix Guard charge off into the Executioners. And after combat, I do no wounds. I think I killed one with the Phoenix Guard, and I did a bunch of wounds on the Spearman. And I end up sticking at ones, so I stuck around. So then when my turn comes in, I end up charging with the crossbows into the Phoenix Guard, and they are in the front. And he still has Speed of Light. He keeps casting it every turn, and he goes first, and ends up doing enough wounds, and I run. The one thing that we were doing though in this, because we're not exactly sure with the Always Strike First, with both the High Elves and the Dark Elves, we were going as the Always Strike First cancels out with the Always Strike Last for the Executioners, so therefore he has Always Strike First, and so he'll get the reroll with the initiative. We're not exactly sure if we played that right, but yeah, we did it both ways, so no real argument there. But if anyone else has, how it's supposed to be played, if you guys could just drop a comment in, that would be great. And then that was after the crossbows came in, and I just got annihilated and both units broke. And he pursued, but he wasn't able to get me, but High Elf turn is next, and he was able to catch them and clear up that. So at the end of the game, it's the battlefield. Yeah, I was tabled, but this time I lasted till turn 6. Otherwise, looking at this, I need to make adjustments to the Dark Elves. I don't feel I'm playing them right. I believe I need to get a Hydra in there for a 1,000-point list, but it just seems like they can't take any type of combat. They have to be on the attack with low armor save, low toughness. You can't really accept charges, but then again, I could also go the other route and just play a gun line with the massive amounts of crossbows. Anyway, catch you guys in the next one.